board. They interview you and give you a hearing, in other words. And there was a Walston woman, old lady Walston, is like one of the meanest school teachers you ever saw. I know you've had a mean old lady school teacher. And there was 3 or 4 board members, which Abner Miller over at Rodriguez was one, and 3 or 4 more men, or more, well, I can't think of that guy's name. Anyway, there's about 3 or 4 members. But they had the clerk, which was the old lady Walsh, had an assistant, and she was Mary Prison. And she had been my girlfriend for about two months in about 1960. And we'd go into to meet with them, and they'd send me back to the boardroom, and they'd send Murray, the assistant, back there, and I'd get just a minute with her before the crowd come in, you know, and started questioning me. And I told her every time I went, I said, now look, I said, I'm looking to help anywhere I can get it. I said, oh, well, you can do me any good enough. But I'm just telling you that I need help on this thing, and you know, anything you can do. But she said nothing. And the last I heard, Abner Miller come to the house and said, well, we made a decision, and we're not going to change your classification. You're still going to be in 1A, and you can look to be drafted any time. I said, well, thank you. And so I hung around and went on, and a month passed, 2 months passed, 3 months passed, it didn't draft. Year passed, it didn't draft. Finally, about 2 years passed, it hadn't drafted. The war's still going on now. And after about the 3rd year, they sent me a 3A. And I couldn't figure out what happened. I never knew what happened. Well, but I was thankful for it, you know. But I never knew, and I never questioned nobody. I never said nothing. I just took it as a good fortune. But back in December, when Vicky was homebound, I went down to, what's that seafood restaurant there?
Mayflower.
The Mayflower. One Friday night to get just takeout food and carry home to eat. I'm in the takeout place back there in the back, and I ordered my food. And the girl took water and says, what name is this going to be? I said, Nichols. And about the time I said Nichols, there's a guy behind me that says, are you a Nichols too? I said, yeah. And I looked around at him. He's about my size, might be a little bit heavier, not much. And he said, well, I'm a Nichols. He said, you wouldn't be Donnie Hugh Nichols, would you? I said, yeah, I would. He said, well, I am too. I said, well, good to meet you. He says, I've always wanted to meet you. See, it's been pure hell for the last 50 years, answering the telephone with people wanting to talk to you and calling my number. And I said, well, I'm so sorry about that. And he said, by the way, you didn't know that you got mine and your draft records mixed up, did you? I said, well, no, I didn't. And I think he's the guy that was supposed to get the bank job too, you know.
I'm sure.
But anyway, before I could think of what I was doing, I said, well, did you get drafted? And they said, yeah. It took me about 6 months to convince them that they had the wrong person. So I didn't say nothing else. I didn't ask him about the bank. I was afraid to go any further. And so I don't know what happened now. I was just lucky.